Okay, guys, so today we have some more breaking news this morning on GameStop in regards to brokerage firms, Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, some new ones here on the list. So yesterday, we actually covered TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, pretty much decided, they're the stock police here, and they're going to make a decision on whether you can or cannot trade GameStop and AMC stock. Now, they didn't really clarify the details on this. They just pretty much said in a very vague statement that they will be monitoring the situation. They'll be kind of figuring out whether it's, in the best interest of their clients, aka retail investors, whether they should be able to or not be able to. And let me just put this out there. If it comes to margin trading, people borrowing on margin, people borrowing margin from companies like TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab, I totally get it. These brokerages are taking on a lot of risk that way, and margin is essentially their money. However, if it is not on margin, this should not be allowed, and we should not stand for this. So here today we have Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, again, restricting trading in GameStop stock and options. Okay, so this was actually reported here, broken by CNBC this morning, and it's big, guys. This is much bigger than we initially thought. They're essentially saying that certain investors, in some cases, would only be able to sell their positions in the stock, not buy new ones. Now, this is very interesting, right? Because I did some digging and I came across a couple things. But before I show you that, let's look at Interactive Brokers' Twitter account. Right here's the official announcement. Interactive Brokers put AMC, BlackBerry, Express, GameStop, and KOSS. I'm not sure which one that is. Probably another retailer. Option trading into liquidation only due to extraordinary volatility in the markets. In addition, long stock positions will require 100% margin, and short stock positions will require 300% margin until further notice. Now, again, like I said, when it comes to margin trading, comes to borrowing on margin, I get it. They're taking on risk, it's their money, and they don't feel comfortable allowing the average dumb money retail investor to be able to go out there and use their money, and some could lose it, who knows. But where they drew the line, where they kind of stepped over the line here, is with this statement. We do not believe this situation will subside until the exchanges and regulators halt or put certain symbols into liquidation only. We will continue to monitor market conditions and may add or remove symbols as may be warranted. This is absolutely disgusting. You can see here that I actually posted, guys, go on there, retweet this, get this out there. We need to make sure that our voice is heard here for this. Now, I pretty much said it's absolutely wrong. Why do they feel as a broker that they should be able to pick and choose what stocks retail investors like you and I are able to buy and sell? Like, what's going to be next? Like I said on here, are they going to start deciding, okay, you guys can only trade on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's pretty much it? Is that the next step here? I think this is setting a really bad precedent. I don't think we should stand for this. We should not allow brokers to allow us to buy or sell certain stocks. That should be kind of regulated by the SEC. That's kind of what they're for. That's their main job. So when brokers do this, we shouldn't stand for it. And honestly, guys, not too happy with this news this morning. And I hope other brokers recognize the uproar with this and actually come out and say, we're not going to limit this. We are going to let retail investors, trade stocks, whatever stocks they want. I think that broker is going to be kind of the spotlight in all of this, and the bright spot, really, if you want. And a lot of people should flood to that broker if we do see that happen. Now, I did some digging. Found this very interesting. Back in September, hedge funds are piling into Interactive Brokers stock. Numerous 13F filings of hedge funds and successful value investors to create an extensive database of hedge fund holdings. So this company does that, and they go through and they pretty much show, from 13F filings, what funds own what. And what they found, just a few months ago, September, is that a lot of hedge funds were buying Interactive Brokers. So do you think that this move right here some of these hedge funds that own it, they may have called up Interactive Brokers. They're like, hey guys, yeah, so we're kind of short this stock because most of us in the industry are when it comes to hedge funds. A lot of hedge funds were short this stock. They were like, hey, can you do us a favor? Just don't allow retail investors to go long on this stock. Just don't allow them to buy this. We're losing too much money. We gotta control the situation. Interactive Brokers like, oh, well, you guys are shareholders in our stock, significant ones at that too. So we gotta comply, otherwise we're gonna lose a lot of money. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This seems to be the way that things are going. Wall Street helping Wall Street. So we'll see how the situation escalates. But I really, really want to get this out there. Now, one positive thing out of all of this is that this morning when watching CNBC, I actually noticed their tone was a bit different. Now, we had Mark Cuban, I believe, come on the call, come on CNBC this morning, discuss it, kind of stand up for retail investors. It's good to see these billionaires kind of stand up, these individual billionaires, not these hedge fund managers, stand up. And I've noticed that this morning specifically, CNBC has been very positive when it comes to retail investors and Wall Street bets and Reddit. Like, their tone has changed overnight. It's probably because they've been watching a lot of social media and seeing how people have started hating on CNBC for their tone yesterday and how they were backing the hedge funds and saying that retail investors are dumb money, they don't know what to do. This morning it was like a full flip. They were like, oh yeah, there can be some great research on Reddit, retail investors, all this kind of stuff, and found that pretty interesting. I'll do some more digging to see if there's something more going on behind the scenes there, and I'll make a video on that. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed this quick update video. Let me know in the comments if this is something that should be allowed by brokers. And don't forget, go on Twitter, find this tweet by Interactive Brokers. It's on their official account, their most recent tweet, and get this tweet out there. Retweet it, like it, comment on this, do whatever you have to do. We need to let them know that this should not be allowed. This is unacceptable, and we won't stand for this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.